Wake up, sheeple!
Wake up.
You need to get off Facebook right now. Facebook is a CIA front.
The Facebook people, they want you to believe. They want you to believe that 3 college kids, all right, in their dorm room made the most important website on the internet. All right, so where did the first round of financing come from for Facebook? Okay, it came from a guy named Peter Theil. Peter Theil was a journalist for the Wall Street Journal, and he wrote a book called The Diversity Myth. He's a right-wing neocon. Why would somebody like that want to fund a website like Facebook? He served on a board, okay, at the NVCA with a James Breyer, okay? And James Breyer was a CEO of a company called In-Q-Tel. Now this is like totally public record, sheeple, okay? I'm just trying to connect the dots for you here. Okay, In-Q-Tel was a venture capital firm established by the CIA to support, get this, okay, data mining technologies.
Data mining is taking away your free will until you're a mindless slave. They're mining your mind. It's like data mining.
On In-Q-Tel's board was a Dr. Anita Jones, okay? And Anita Jones used to oversee DARPA, okay? And if you know anything about DARPA, okay, you know they invented the internet, okay? They know all about the internet, okay? It's all about the government funding technology, okay, to use it against its people. Now DARPA, in 2002, started a company, a division called the IAO, the Informational Awareness Office. And their deal, the IAO's deal, was to create a Facebook-like network to keep tabs on the American people, keep tabs on our social networks. Look at the Wikipedia entry for the IAO. It sounds exactly like Facebook. It's exactly what they're trying to do. Now Congress and the American people heard about the IAO and they're disgusted by it. Okay, so by 2003, Congress defunded the IAO. Guess what company popped up on the internet in February of 2004? That's right, sheeple, it was Facebook.
Connect the dots. You know what a network is? You know what a social network is? Net. You're being ensnared in a net. The government's net is going to put you to work as a mindless slave. Network equals net slavery, equals a spider's web, and you're the fly. You're invited for dinner because you are the dinner, sheeple. Wake up!
And you know, this new movie's coming out, right? The Social Network, right? It's a movie about
Facebook.
Yeah, it's a movie about how Facebook supposedly got founded by 3 college kids. Yeah, right, sheeple, okay? When was the last time some college kid got $500,000 to start a company on the internet? Yeah, right.
Disinformation. Look it up.
Okay.
But don't believe what you read because it's wrong.
I'll put links to this quote in the I'll put links to this quote.
Look at this link right now at the bottom of your screen.
Okay, I'm gonna read it to you, okay? So just so you know who's involved in this movie, it's just all like government flunkies.
Follow the link
okay?
and go down the rabbit hole. You're not gonna like what you find, sheeple.
Listen to this. After 9/11, to assist in the preparedness of possible future terrorist attacks, the Pentagon put out a mayday call to filmmakers skilled at imagining potential terrorist acts. Okay, included in who they called was David Fincher, sheeple. So you gotta ask yourself.
Fincher, sheeple.
You gotta ask yourself.
Fincher.
You gotta ask yourself, why does David Fincher have a career?
Have you seen Alien 3?
Have you seen Alien 3? That's
What if you made Alien franchise?
3? What if you were like you had your big break?
You would never work in Hollywood again.
Yeah, you had your big break, and then like you made Alien 3. What would happen to you?
You know,
yeah, you'd never work again.
You know,
here's the most damning evidence. Okay, let's say you go on IMDB and you're like, hey, you know, this movie, The Social Network, is obviously like a CIA front. Okay, it's just there to mislead. It's probably part of Operation Mockingbird. And like page after page of comments is deleted. By who, sheeple? By who? Ask yourself.
The subject line is, do not use Facebook. And there's 45 deleted posts. Deleted by who? By IMDB, who's owned by the fucking CIA, who's owned by DARPA, who's owned by the neocons, who's owned by the military-industrial complex, who's owned by the Illuminati, who's owned by the Bilderberg Group. Look it up. You know what the original Facebook was?
It was J. Edgar Hoover. It was J. Edgar Hoover and his secret files that he kept on everybody. That was the original Facebook.
He had a Facebook on Martin Luther King Jr. and on Malcolm X, and he knew who their friends were. He knew who Martin Luther King Jr. was poking.
J. Edgar Hoover, if he came back from the past into today's time, and he looked at Facebook, he would probably like he would be happy, man. He would be like the most happiest guy you ever saw. He'd be dancing in the streets. He'd probably put on one of his best dresses and he'd like go out dancing. I mean, he would be ecstatic. So how did J. Edgar Hoover operate? Remember, he took embarrassing pictures of people, and then he got embarrassing information about people, and he used it to blackmail people into doing what he wanted. What's Facebook do? Exactly the same thing.
You want to hear about a super poke? You want to hear about a super poke? Like
I want to hear about a super poke.
Super poke. JFK, Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, Robert Kennedy, all super poked in the head by a fucking bullet. We're putting our lives on the line for you, sheeple. You better appreciate it. We're probably dead by the time this gets through to your fucking little laptop computer where you're jerking off with your cat videos.
It's up to you, sheeple. Do you want to be enslaved by Facebook, by the government, or you want to be free?
Get off Facebook right now. Delete your account.
Or if you're going to be on Facebook, you could do what the government does, okay? You can use misinformation against them.
And this video is going to be deleted the minute it gets posted. So I want you to pirate this video. I want you to rip it from YouTube right now and repost it for all your friends to see before that gets taken down. And they repost it, and that's the only way we can get around their social network.
There's no telling how long this video will stay up until Facebook gets it banned.
And by the way, if we're dead when this comes out, and you go to our graves and open our graves, they'll be empty.
Yeah, that's how they operate. They imprison you, and then they pretend you're dead. And people stop looking for you.
So get off Facebook right now or go back to sleep. Oh shit! Get the fuck out of here! They're coming for us! Oh my god! Go, 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 go! StudioFred.com